Corporate life can be a crap hole, but it's not life threatening, isn't it? But you mentioned something very interesting because indeed, like fear and or complete, no, I'm going to have the same, right, or paralyzed or
Correct.
freeze is something that has been developed in our bodies to keep us safe, to keep us alive.
True.
And as you say, we are taking a lot of risks every day. Even going to work, taking the car
Yes.
or taking a
Yes.
train or taking a plane, it's a risk, right? If we're talking about that whole system to keep us safe, and then we put that in a corporate situation, right? What is there that can kill us? Of so many things that actually are extremely, I would say, ego driven. They're not life threatening. They're just scripts we write about what could happen or what did not happen or what should have happened or how people will look at us or how we will get out of this, things like that. Fear and the concept of fear and why it is here, like you say, to protect us, basically to protect our lives. How is it possible that we are afraid of so many things that in 90% of the times don't even happen because it's like scripts right for the future and that are actually absolutely not life threatening? Corporate life can be a crap hole, but it's not life threatening, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, and we tend to be afraid of, I say, four things that stem from the research that I did. And the summary is that we are afraid of failure. So that's the F. We are afraid of the effect or the impact that we will have on a environment or person. We are also afraid of the result that we might have, which is baked into that effect. And then second or third, we are afraid of the uncertainty. And then finally, we are afraid of, we don't trust of the environment or the fact that we won't be judged. And that's a big one. One of the main reasons why we tend to avoid things in our work environment because we are worried about being judged. That acronym, it spells feud, and we get into a fight with our fear, is what I like to say. And the other reason why we tend to avoid things in our work environment is because we're worried about our survival. Meaning, we're not sure if I make a decision or if I say something, if it's going to be pleasing to others, and therefore I might lose my job. And so then you continue to go up the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and the next thing is pay. And whether or not I feel safe in my financial status can be a trigger for me if I feel like I should or should not say something. And so I like to suggest to people that they make sure they have a backup plan, right? What's the backup plan? And it's not ever too late to have that backup plan. And every little thing helps, right? And so I encourage people to identify what is their backup plan. I also encourage people, frankly, to have multiple streams of income. So you're not relying upon one source and that you've got many different ways that you're considering how you can financially maintain yourself. And not all of them will be at the same level, right? They can't possibly be because you're only one person. But you can identify perhaps a smaller stream that can maintain you and or identify ways at which you can save dollars, whether it literally is $1, right? If you just put $1 aside every single day, that's $365 that you didn't have. And that will buy you a few things and it may not last you, but I'm just trying to bring a practical understanding to how important it is to think about what is your other stream or streams of income